Who am I going to libel?
Anybody you want.
What about Rebecca Watson? Is she on the bill?
She's not on the bill, but you could libel Rebecca. That's fine.
You could libel me. Mm-hmm.
It's like
no,
it can't be true.
It's supposed to be libel. That's the whole point.
Yeah. Say I was a
she's frigid.
Won't do
frigid.
anal.
Yeah, totally. Rebecca Watson's just totally frigid.
Yes. Okay.
Right, should we start?
I think we should.
I'm just going to leave that.
So this is our third.
Right, I'm going to go back.
We've started, haven't we?
Yeah, but I can...
Not officially.
No, I think you should always start in medias res.
Yeah?
Yeah.
You just like using Latin.
Yeah.
I don't know what it means. What does it mean? Can you translate as well? When you do that,
I think it's
translate
in the middle
afterwards.
Of things.
Or as you know, yeah.
I don't know. In the middle of things.
Okay.
Yeah, it's just one of those. Je ne sais quoi.
How are we actually doing this thing? Anyway,
Are
we doing the...
We're doing it now.
Are we doing the Who Are You thing again, though? Or are we...
Yeah.
Come on, I've been on the show 3 times.
Exactly, but we have the ludicrous gimmick where we do it. Who are you?
It's all right.
We don't know you. We've never met you before.
Okay.
All right.
Okay.
Neil and I are sitting here with someone who's been on the show before many times. What is your name?
Tim Minchin.
Tim Minchin. And what do you do for a living, Tim?
I'm a musician.
Okay.
And why are you here tonight?
Everyone laughs when I say that.
Why are we all here tonight?
I'm here tonight to do a show to widen people's understanding of the need for libel reform in the UK, my home, adopted home.
And why do we need to reform libel laws?
Because they have been crap for years and years and years, and it's a total embarrassment. It's an international embarrassment, UK libel laws. It's too expensive for normal people to defend themselves, basically, if people want to sue them for libel. And that's really bad. And I was thinking, it only really hit me today, the thing that's really, reason it's sort of come to a head now, even though, as I say, it's been questioned and people have been trying to sort of massage the existing laws for years and years. The reason it's come to a head now that it actually needs to change is that the way we get our information has changed, because the people that we now get our information from, like bloggers and podcasters and all that, they're even more ill-equipped to deal with the 140 times the average
they're not
cost.
big media conglomerates with the money behind them.
That's right, and they don't get to benefit from the what they call it. There's a couple of legal little loopholes that journalists can claim.
The Reynolds and all that.
And the qualifiers, and they don't get to use them because they're not officially journalists. If they're not, they're just spotty nerds in their mum's basement. And so they have to. And as bloggers' power increases, so too is it important that they are held to account. It's not that we don't need a law holding people to account if they're completely out of control, even if they are spotty nerds in their mum's basement, but they need to be able to defend themselves from libel litigation, and they wouldn't be able to afford it because they're spotty nerds, and spotty nerds don't have jobs.
So what gets you interested in the cause of bloody nerds?
I don't know what my fucking thing is. I like stuff that just makes sense, doesn't it? I get turned on by shit that makes sense, and but I came to this through Simon Singh's case, which is the thing that sort of got this particular version of the ball rolling, and Simon had become a vague friend through these, sciencey, nerdy gigs, and through having read his books, and when I write my material, although I'm a comedian and I can get away with pretty much anything, because it really is carte blanche when you're on stage. People, if someone tried to sue you, they might be able to, but people don't, and if they did, you'd go, well, it's a theatrical construct you're doing. But I actually, on a personal level, try to never say anything that is not demonstrably true. Well, no, that's not true, but when I'm talking about science and medicine and all that, I try to be really thorough, and Simon's always been one of my sources, because someone else has to do the work, because I don't have time to do it.
But at the same time, as well, this is, the Simon thing is about the scientists should be able to go about doing scientific research without worrying about libel.
Yeah.
You're an entertainer, and last year we had the Jonathan Ross Russell Brand thing, and there's been a sort of chilling effect about, particularly at the BBC or whatever, about offence and stuff, which sort of, it's a similar thing.
I'm extremely interested. Yeah, sorry, you have to point out something that should be really obvious to me from the inside out, but my whole shows are about what's offensive in a way. I mean, I'm not a sort of cutting edge trying to offend everyone comedian, but I'm extremely interested in why we're offended by what we're offended by, and even the notion of offence. And there's no doubt that the law in the UK, the libel laws in the UK reflect a general sort of conservatism that is born of some bygone era, you know, and they are two issues. They're obviously very married, but they are two issues, aren't they? The sort of legal conservatism, but the sort of seeming rise of moral conservatism at the beginning of this century, I don't understand it. And is that we're inclined to see patterns where they don't exist, am I right? Is there a rise of moral conservatism?
I think so, definitely.
I would agree with
Since
that.
the 70s, probably, you know. It's like...
Perhaps it's something that's always there, but manifests itself in different ways. You know, it's computer games at the minute, isn't it? Whereas it would have been comics 20 years ago, wasn't it?
Well, yeah, and if you look at, I mean, I think that the atheist movement has been responsible for a lot of backlash from Christian conservatives who see atheists like Richard Dawkins and Chris Hitchens and those people as threats. So they really ride that moral conservatism train.
I think we need more cuddly atheists. I try to be a more cuddly atheist. I've got a song. Is that anyone want to hear a song? I can do a funny
can
song.
you do it right now?
Yeah, it's just it's a problem. Yeah. Prickly atheist.
No, you're. I'd say you're fairly cuddly. Yeah, scale of 1 to 10, I'd say what, like 7.
I'll give you 8, to be honest.
Really?
I'm pretty. I try to be. I have Christian fans, you know. So they're obviously a bit thick, but still.
All right, well, to finish up with then, Tim, we're inviting everyone that we speak to tonight to, in the spirit of the evening, to basically say something libelous or defamatory about somebody they know or another performer tonight or something.
Who's on the bill?
Well, we've got Richard Wiseman is here, Evan Harris.
Well, Richard Wiseman's illiterate. He gets someone else to write his books. Evan Harris is into bestiality.
Simon Singh.
He's got a false leg.
Was that defamatory?
Well, if people knew that, they wouldn't have a leg to stand on. That's not. I didn't mean that. That wasn't why I said that. It's just where we ended up.
That's Neil brought us here. Really, we can.
Yeah, I apologise for that.
How about one more for Ben Goldacre?
Goldacre, you can't defame him. He's perfect. Talk about cuddly. So sweet.
I think that's defamatory enough.
Yeah, that's
it is.
right. Yeah.
I think he's writing his MP right now.
Goldacre's a homeopath.
You heard it here first from Tim Minchin, if anybody wants to sue.
Thanks,
Thank you,
Tim.
Tim.
Ciao. Ciao.